What's up, guys? This is Paul from Paul's Predatory Fish. Coming at you today. We're going to be rehoming this 18-inch redtail catfish. In my last video, I said we were going to be rehoming him, one of the clown knives, and a pacu. I did rehome a clown knife, unfortunately not from this tank, from another tank. I actually took him out of my other 265. Pacu's still here, but today the redtail is going home. So he's going to a 300 or 400 gallon tank, so he's gonna have a lot of space. Before we scoop the redtail, check this out. We have two baby alligator gar. Basically, they're in a quarantine tank right now, a 65 gallon tall. They're getting quarantined for probably about a week or two, I would say. The one down below is about 8 to 10 inches, and the one above is about 6 inches. I was told the bottom one eats tilapia, and the top one is still stuck on live. So we're gonna do our best, try to get the top one on some tilapia or shrimp, and maybe even pellets. I don't usually like to feed my fish pellets, but if that's all it's gonna eat, that's just what we're gonna have to do. So we'll deal with that when the time comes. But they are beautiful. Look how dark this one is. Very, very nice. And something very weird is this bottom one, the larger, kind of follows and shadows this smaller one, almost protecting it. It's pretty cool. So I'm not sure if it's a male and female pair. That would be pretty interesting. If I were to guess, the smaller would be the male, larger would be the female. The females tend to grow a lot quicker, a lot larger, tend to be a lot more round in shape, stockier, if you will. So we'll see how it goes. All right, guys, so we're gonna take some cycled water from the tank, mix it with some fresh water in the bucket, and then we'll scoop them out and get them on the road. And by doing this, we'll be adding lots of extra aeration to the water as well. So, all right, guys, so I expect this to be not very fun because he's, oh yeah, not looking forward to it. He's a huge catfish. Let's see how well I can do this. I'd like to just be able to get his head in, and then I can grab his tail. Oh man, we almost had him there. Swam back out. Alright, let's see if we can get him. He's made a nice mess already. This clown knife's in my way. I need to get a bigger net. Alright. This is a 12-inch net. He's about a 16-inch catfish. I'm just trying not to get a barbell in my hand. And that sound you're hearing is actually perfectly normal. That's him pushing and squeezing air over his gills. It creates kind of a suction-y sound. We'll see if we can get him to do it again. Absolutely beautiful. You can see him in comparison to my arm, how big he is. Beautiful fish. We are also going to be rehoming this, as I like to call it, a mystery bicher. I'm not entirely sure what species this is, so if you guys know, leave a comment down below telling me what you think it is, because I nor any of my friends have any idea what it could be. Alright, so we've got the bicher in the net now. He's about 8 inches, I would say. Good size on him. So we've got him in the bucket. Just want to get a closer look at him. Very beautiful. And like I said, if you guys have any clue to what this might be, leave a comment down below. What's up, guys? We are on the road, and the fish are all packed up. We've got one in a bucket in the back, strapped in as if he was a child of our own. One in the tub in the trunk area. He's hanging out back there because we don't want any water to spill on the seats. But we'll let you know how it goes, and we'll get some more footage when we get there. So, as some of you know, we do have about a 10 to 12 inch baby redtail, and he's currently in the 180 gallon, but he's getting a little big for this 180. So we're gonna move him and put him into the 265 gallon where we just took out the 16 to 18 incher. So he'll have plenty of room to grow. And while we're looking at this guy, check out this Barramundi. He is just growing like a weed. Huge shout out to my buddy Joe for giving me this guy. This is a beautiful fish, putting on some great size. And I'm often asked, what's the temperament with the Barramundi? It's super peaceful. I never see that fish antagonize any other fish. It likes to keep to itself. If anything, the bass, you know, pick on him a little bit, but beautiful fish. But back to this guy. All right, let's get him out of the tank and into his new tank. This should give him a good size estimate compared to my hand. I would say he's about 10 inches, give or take. Getting big. All right, guys, so we're gonna be moving the 10 inch redtail from the 180 to the 265 gallon tank, and hopefully it goes well. He is a little smaller than the last one, so it shouldn't be as difficult to get him into the net. As you can see, my peacock bass are freaking out. My Azul hates water changes, nets, anything you stick in the water. He just has a panic attack. So we'll get this guy. Oh, that was much easier than I thought. Hopefully I don't get spiked by the little guys. All right, guys, so he is definitely a good sized baby redtail. He's not too happy right now, so we're gonna release him into the 265 gallon. So far, so good. Nobody's messing with him. He is definitely small compared to the rest of the fish in this tank, but in no time, he'll put on size with how we feed. Now, compared to the tiger shovel nose, he is just a little guy, but that is good. That's gonna give the tiger shovel nose a chance to really get some food. Every time I do a feeding, that large redtail was just stealing all the food, not giving anybody really a chance to get some food in them. So little guy, definitely a big improvement overall compared to the large one. And we'll keep updating as this little guy starts to grow. If anybody starts beating on him, we'll definitely address that and move them around, put them in a different tank. Pretty much just deal with whoever's bullying who, but I don't foresee any issues. He's already doing so well. Usually catfish have other problems with other catfish, but these two seem to be hitting it off, which is great. And it helps that this tiger shovelnose has been raised with other catfish before, so to him, this is just a mini version of his friend that was here before. But like I've mentioned before, it's not always easy rehoming fish. Not everybody's equipped to have large species of fish. They don't have the tanks, the filtration. They're just not overall, they're not ready for big fish. It can be difficult finding homes for these guys, so that way they're not stunted. You want to make sure they're getting the right amount of food, nobody's stealing the food. Just want to make sure that you have and provide the overall best home for that fish. But as always, guys, thank you so much. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, so that way you know when the next video is coming out, and stay tuned for more. All right, guys, have a good one.